Hello, literature lovers. Today I want to discuss metanarrative. A metanarrative is also called metanarrative or grand narrative in critical theory. It's particularly in postmodernism. It's a narrative about narratives of historical meaning, experience, or knowledge, which offers a society legitimation through the anticipated completion of a master idea, which is yet to be analyzed. Talking about the etymology, meta is a Greek word means beyond, and narrative is a story that is characterized by its telling. It is communicated somehow. Although first used earlier in 20th century, the term was brought by prominence by Lyotard in 1979 with his claim that postmodern was characterized precisely by a mistrust of the grand narratives that had formed an essential part of modernity. Talking about post structuralist skepticism, in the Postmodern Condition, a report on knowledge 1979, Lyotard highlights the increasing skepticism of the postmodern condition toward the totalizing nature of meta-narratives and their reliance on some form of transcendent and universal truth. This is the text related to it. And there are other postmodernist thinkers like Hochul view this as a broadly positive development of a number of reasons. First, attempts to construct grand theories tend to unduly dismiss the naturally existing chaos and disorder of the universe, the power of individual event. Next comes the replacing grand universal narratives with small local narratives. Now, Lyotard proposes that meta-narratives should give way to petites recites or more modest and localized narratives which are thrown off the grand narrative by bringing into force the singular event, borrowing from the works of Wittgenstein and his theory of the models of discourse. Lyotard constructs his vision of a progressive politics grounded in the cohabitation of a whole range of diverse and always locally legitimated language games. Postmodernists attempt to replace meta-narratives by focusing on a specific local context as well as on the diversity of human experience. They argue for the existence of a multiplicity of theoretical standpoints rather than for grand, all-encompassing theories. Narratology and communication. According to John Stephens and Robin McCallum, a meta-narrative is a global or totalizing culture narrative scheme which orders and explains knowledge and experience, a story about a story, encompassing and explaining other little stories within conceptual models that assemble the little stories into a whole. Postmodern narratives will often deliberately disturb the formulaic expectations such cultural codes provide, pointing thereby to a possible revision of social code. In communication and strategic communication, a master narrative is transhistorical narrative that is deeply embedded in a particular culture. A master narrative is therefore a particular type of narrative which is defined as a coherent system of interrelated and sequentially organized stories that share a common rhetorical desire to resolve a conflict by establishing audience experience expectations according to the known trajectories of its literary and rhetorical form. The consortium for strategic communication also maintains a website on master narratives. Other have related meta-narratives to masterpoint recurrent skeletal stories belonging to culture and individuals that play a powerful role in questions of identity, values, and the understanding of life. An example of this can be seen in Oedipus' story of inevitable conflict between one's free will and his or her destiny in life. Master plots similar to Jungian archetypes explore the quest for meaning in life or build upon questions of origins and purpose. Criticism of Lyotard. It is unclear whether Lyotard is describing global condition of skepticism towards meta-narrative in postmodernity or prescribing such skepticism. His critics point out the awkward fact that meta-narratives clearly continue to play a major role in the current postmodern world. Critics have also argued that so far as one of the laureates' targets was science, he was mistaken in thinking science relies on a grand narrative for social and epistemic validation rather than upon the accumulation of many lesser narrative successes. I hope you will definitely got an idea about it. You can further research it and get a better perspective. It is connected with different other perspectives related to narration and also to the communication point of view, which can really enhance your knowledge. Keep studying, be part of the education loop. That's the only way you can succeed in life. That's what I think. Share your opinion about it in the comment section. I hope you will like it. Thanks.